Okay, so we basically had the obligatory Black History Month moment of Sistas this week. And I think it's pretty coincidental that in the Oval we had a very controversial cliffhanger ending involving two black people and rope. And then when it comes to the very next night with Sisters, we had you know, a white woman apologizing for basically pointing out, oh, you only got this job because of affirmative action and whatnot, and this, that, and the third. Now, as good as this scene was acted, I had no problem with the acting in it. It just felt kind of cringe because Sabrina, calling out Paige for shaming her for getting her job back and, becoming manager and whatnot, saying that she really didn't earn it back. She only got it because, she's black and this, that, and the third, and DEI and what have you. While she's right to feel some kind of way and not truly, or immediately accept Paige's change of heart, and I mean, you can't blame her. Look at how long Paige has been like micromanaging her, thinking she's better than her at her job, and and all that other stuff. What makes it tough for me to swallow in terms of Sabrina reacting to Paige this way is that you call out Paige for for what she said and how hurtful it was, but you also look at Maurice and everything you let him get away with. And I know the circumstances are extremely different, but the way that Sabrina was reacting and treating Paige when she was trying to be sincere and apologize, it reminds me of Andy and how she treats the men in her life. How if one man screws up like one time or calls her out for her BS, she will get mad, say like, you know what, you hurt me and I don't want to deal with you. And basically just cut them off. And that's it. And there's no way to earn forgiveness. Yet she will allow Gary to get away with so much with no consequence. That's what it felt like looking at this scene between Paige and Sabrina, where Paige was on the derogatory side of, calling out, oh, affirmative action and whatnot. Maurice is just completely disrespectful, vulgar, and should be charged on multiple counts of, just unwanted aggression towards other people, especially sexual aggression, even towards men who make it clear they are straight. And I'm just sitting here like, Maurice was indirectly responsible for the bank robbery that led to you getting fired. Maurice constantly calls you and your girls out of your name. And you even give him his job back. And look, say what you will about Paige, but she got fired based off of, just rumors that Maurice started. And then she had to fight to get her job back. So Sabrina, don't you think you should feel some sort of camaraderie considering you lost your job because of Maurice messing around with Q and you had to fight to get your job back? So in hindsight, you would think that Paige and Sabrina would have a bit more in common than Sabrina and Maurice. Now, even though it isn't a romantic relationship in the same vein as Andy and Gary, I think we can all agree that it's just toxic. There's a toxic dynamic between Sabrina and Maurice, and for whatever reason, she just can't let him go. Because honestly, I think that if Sabrina dropped Maurice, not just as a coworker, but as a quote-unquote friend, she would probably get much further in life. I feel the same way about, like the Andy and Karen dynamic. Your best friend, no, it's toxic. No. I just feel like, while Sabrina could come down hard on Paige and tell her for being out and call her out for being out of pocket, the same needs to be done to Maurice. It's like you can't call out somebody about the whole situation of um, thinking I didn't get my job because of my work ethic and whatnot, yet you allow Maurice to continue talking and behaving the way he does, not just as, being unprofessional, but also as his boss and whatnot. So that's just my 2 cents on it. And honestly, that little moment when Rich shows up and is like, actually, visitors can't be coming to work out. Oh, sorry. I like that. I know it's like Paige is still Paige. Yeah, there's no reason for her to change after one episode. I'm glad that her and Maurice are on better terms now, but I'm glad it's like they said in the last episode, baby steps. So that's just my thoughts on that. But you can let me know what yours are in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.